back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and giving me another shot at entertaining you guys today. But if you are new, make sure you guys click the subscribe button because we are trying to get to 10K over here, and maybe it would be pretty exciting for you to say that you were here before 10K. I do have some really great plans for this channel, and I do believe that it is going to grow and thrive into a wonderful thing. I believe that, and I'm speaking that out into the universe. So if you would like to help me get there and you would like to be a part of all of the fun that we've been having, make sure you guys click subscribe. But with all of that being said, today I thought we would have a little chat video. It's been about a month or so since I've done any chats and any updates on my mental health and how things are going on in my world. I've done a little bit of updates on my Patreon for things about like the really shitty situation my fiance are in with our house and stuff like that. But today I just thought I would, do another update video because it has been a while, and I know that this isn't everybody's cup of tea. I know not everybody likes chat videos and things like that, but some of you guys really do. Some of you guys feel very close to me even though we've never met. Some of you guys feel like we're friends and you like keeping up to date with my life and you like knowing what's going on and feeling a part of it. And I'm freezing, so give me just a second. I am very, 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 very cold. This sweater is probably gonna make me look like hella pale, but I am freezing. I am a cold girl right now, so let's get all bundled. But yeah, I just wanted to chat with you guys. It's gonna be a chill video. I don't know how edited this is gonna be. I don't really know all the types of topics I'm gonna talk about, and I also don't know how long it's gonna be. You guys need to help me down below figure out what we need to title these chatty videos. Do you know what I mean? So that we can, I don't know, be like a proper YouTuber. I'm gonna be talking as if you guys have watched my other videos and as if you know the types of things that have been going on in my life and you're up to date with, this awful house situation that we bought, and, you're up to date with all the things, like every single horrible thing that happened to Mark and I last year that were just hitting us so hard and really testing us with everything. And I think that the good thing to all of the stuff that had gone on last year, like really, I wish Mark was here to talk with me because I know he would agree with this, but I feel like the horrible things that him and I went through and are still currently going through, like sometimes when you're in a relationship with someone and you're going through like hell and everything's going wrong, like our house was hit by a tornado, our house floods like fucking lake, and our stuff getting demolished, having to talk to lawyers and all this fucking money that like we just don't have. Then our water heater broke, I'm having a bunch of car problems, things like that. Like all these things are going on, and a lot of times that can cause really bad problems in your relationship, and it can cause you to fight and to struggle. But like somehow all of this stuff that's gone on in our lives has done nothing but bring us closer together. I feel closer to him than I ever have, and I feel like we've always been best friends, but I feel like I feel more in love with him than I've ever felt with him before. And like I feel like if anything, that the positive that all of this has done is like it has really shown me that him and I are pretty good partners. Do you know what I mean? Like we get really, really stressed, obviously, like anybody does, and when your house is filling up full of water and it's flooding, like you can be snapping at each other in the middle of it because you can't judge each other for the things that you say and the way that you act when literally water is pouring through your house because it's a high stress situation. But like obviously stuff like that goes on, but overall I feel like it's just made us closer because no one else understands it like us. No one else is going through this like we are. Like our family is like my mom and my dad, like especially, like have been so incredibly supportive, and our friends that we have that are local have been so supportive and so helpful, and listen to us bitch and complain about the same thing over and over again. And we've truly learned, like through all of this stuff that we've gone through, like who our people are, like who are the ones that actually care about us, that care about the things that we're going through, like what friends we have that care to say, how are you doing? We've learned like who our friends are that care to ask us how we are and that care to check on us and see what's going on in our lives and to keep to keep up to date with it, and we've learned who those people are, like who are the ones that are there for you when you're falling apart and when you're not happy-go-lucky all the time and you're not always the best to be around because you're sad. Like, we've learned that, you know, we have friends in our lives that want to be around us no matter what, and that love us no matter what, and will be there for us no matter what. You know, in my life, like in the past, like I never really felt like I had like really solid good friends like that. Like, I've had friends but not like really solid friends that are there through thick and thin. Like I've always had those friendships where when you complain too much or when you're going through too much, they just kind of like just abandon you. And like I've learned, like I have like genuine people in my life that aren't gonna abandon me when we're going through something that's really difficult. And you know, the people that have offered to help us, I've learned so much about myself, about Mark, and about the people in our lives just from going through so much hell. You know, you learn who's willing to, you know, help you when you need it and which ones don't. You know, which ones show up and which ones don't, which ones check on you and which ones don't. And I think that that's something that's really, really positive. And then also, like I said, like we've gotten closer. I feel like we've gone through so much that I just feel like the people in my life I've learned are like my solid people. They're my people. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this is the year of just like realizing stuff, and like everybody around me, we're all just realizing things. I watched a astrology video. I'm probably gonna be spinning around in my chair, so I hope that's not annoying for you guys. But I watched an astrology video and she was talking about, I'll actually link it down below. It's for the year 2020 for Virgos. And she was just talking about how this is the year for Virgos, for your career, for finding yourself, for finding the thing that you love to do, and that it is gonna be a good year for Virgos. And I'm a Virgo, if you guys are not aware of that, which I do wanna bring my astrology videos over here too, because on my paranormal channel, I had a bunch of dragging your sign videos, and I wanna bring those over here and do them over here because those are really, really fun and I love doing them. I'm not like an astrologer and I don't know a lot about astrology, but I'm still learning, and I think it's fun to like drag signs and like stuff like that. It's fun to me. But anyways, just listening to that video and her talking about how it was gonna be a good year for me, I just really absorbed that. I just absorbed it, and I chose to believe it. Anybody can look at you and be like, you should look at all the great things in your life and all the things that you should be happy about and all of that. But when you're going through as much as Mark and I were going through, like, it is not possible when literally you have like this much water in your house, like covering your shit. Like, I'm sorry, you can't be positive in that. Or like when you can't use parts of your home, how are you positive in that? You know, it's very, very hard to be. So, you know, I'm not saying that when you're going through a bunch of shit that you should just be happy about it and be positive and look past it, because to be honest with you, it's sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes it's just shit just sucks, you know? But with that being said, like, I have chosen to be as positive as possible and to believe that this is gonna be the best year of my life. And I have felt so much better, like even just dropping the pressure of my paranormal channel and feeling like I need to upload over there. If I don't, I'm gonna like lose it. Like, just accepting that it's okay to move on to different phases of life. And if my paranormal channel isn't the thing that, you know, I continue with in the future, if it's not my favorite thing to do right now, and you know, I want to do other things, that's okay. That's okay, because we're all learning and changing, and it's okay to move on to different phases of life, and none of us are stuck doing the same thing forever. And you know, last year I felt like so much pressure, and like I was just filming all these things I wasn't happy about, and like just doing stuff that wasn't making me happy because I felt like that's what I was like supposed to be doing. And this year I have really got myself into such a better headspace where I'm accepting things. I'm accepting them as they are, and I am working on changing the things I want to change. I'm working on making myself better in so many ways, and that in itself has helped. Like, I have talked briefly about some of like the health problems that I've been having and like my mental health and stuff like that. Like, I briefly touched on it. Like, I was having so much pain in so many different parts of my body, and then I started breaking out in all of these like random bumps on my body and things like that, and I still have some on my arms, all of these like weird skin reactions and stuff like that. And I ended up taking this video down, but I had a video up over here several months ago talking about my Benadryl addiction and how I would take Benadryl to sleep every night for years, and how that like greatly affected me in a very, very negative way. It affected my moods, my health, my body, just everything, and that I completely stopped taking it. I barely even take ibuprofen. Now the only thing I take on the daily basis is literally vitamins. I take vitamins every single day now. I made so many changes already to go into a positive direction and to bring myself into more of a positive, healthy direction, because all of the joint pains that I was having and all of the reactions my skin was having, and then on top of that, the negativity in my brain, the anxiety, the panic attacks, the, you know, mental health struggles that I was having, I just was looking around at my life and I was like, I am doing nothing to make any of this better. Like, there are certain things I can't do anything about. Like, I can't stop my house from flooding. I can't stop, you know, when my house got hit by a tornado, I couldn't control that. I can't control things, everything breaking all around me and going to hell. Like, I can't change any of that stuff. But what I can do is I can work on being healthier. I can work on getting myself in more of like a positive headspace. And I made the decision to start getting exercise. Me and my fiance got a gym membership, and I've been working out every single week. And then I also changed my diet and doing things in that to make myself more healthy, because the stuff I was eating, not only was it making me gain like a lot of weight, like I gained, like, how much weight was it? 20 pounds? Ooh, that's hard to say, but I gained 20 pounds since I went vegetarian, because the things I was eating just weren't good for me. Like, you know, eating meat replacements are great, but if that's all you eat and you eat them all the time, like, you're gonna gain weight over time because of all the soy that's in it. And like, I just wasn't taking care of my body. Like, I was just eating whatever I wanted to, like snacking whenever I wanted to, and like all the carbs I was filling my body with on the daily was just making me feel horrible. And then on top of that, that was just breeding insecurity, because I felt so bad about my body. Like, I felt so bad about what I looked like wearing huge t-shirts all the time because I just wanted to hide my stomach from the world. And like, sometimes like I didn't want to film a video because editing it and having to see my face and see how puffy it was, and to see how just all of this situation was just getting bigger. And like, I go and look at my older videos and I'm like, I've clearly gained so much weight. Seeing that stuff and like having to get on camera and film when you're so insecure and your body hurts and you feel like shit, like, is literally such a daunting task. And you know, that's one of my jobs, is filming videos and posting videos. That's something I have to do, and then I have to edit it and see myself when I literally am feeling like ripping my face off because I hate it so bad. Do you know what I mean? And like, that is just something that I just felt like I need to change this. If I don't like this, I have the ability to change it. I don't have to keep doing what I'm doing if I'm not happy with it. If I'm not happy with my weight, if I'm not happy with what I'm eating, I can go get exercise and change my diet. I can work on things and work on becoming better. I can work on fixing things and putting it in a better direction. Because I think that like, naturally, I'm a person where I won't even realize that I'm being lazy with something, but I'm being lazy with it. And I just realized that like, I was living in this complete depression and unhappiness, and then literally doing nothing to make it better, not even attempting to make it better, and then being like, well, it didn't work, like not even trying. And like, it's so bad because like, when you struggle with your mental health and you're a very, very anxious person, and then on top of that, you're struggling with your body image and you're struggling with your self-esteem, when you try and take that initial jump into going to a gym or changing your diet, you're almost so insecure that like, you don't even want to do those things because it's like, it's overwhelming. And for me, I got to this point where I'm like, I am so sick of avoiding things that I know will make me feel better, because I'm terrified of the initial plunge, or always being so worried that everyone else around me is judging me all the time. Like, that has held me back from so many different things. Not only not going to the gym because I'm worried that everybody is judging me, but not filming videos I want to film because I'm worried everyone is going to judge me. Like, I just watched a video where Raw Beauty Christy was talking about how like, you can like say like all day long that like people's comments and stuff don't bother you, but like, it's that stuff, like when you see it, it affects your brain. When you see people say saying negative things and being shady to you, it affects your brain and it affects the way that it runs. So when you are I don't like the word influencer, but when you're a social media influencer and you post videos on the internet, or you have like an audience, whether it be a big or a small one, when you have that and you have criticism coming from all angles, it just breeds insecurity because you're so judged over everything you say, everything you do, everything you don't do. Like there's something that this person loves this, but this person hates it. And it's like, you want to like put up content that people are happy with, but like it's not everyone's gonna be happy with everything you do, and you're constantly working and striving for being and doing things that satisfies others, and you forget all about yourself. I think that 2019 especially, I just really struggled with like knowing what I wanted to do and like doing anything really, like just so anxious, like so fucking anxious to go to the grocery store. Like I was so terrified of going to the grocery store. Like I started having people approach me that had watched my videos, and even though it's amazing and I love meeting you guys, and please, if you ever see me in person, come say hi to me. Don't let this stray you away from it. I want to meet you. I get so excited meeting you. It's just sometimes I will go to the store or something and look like absolute shit, and then one of you guys approach me and I'm like, oh my God, I literally am like I am potato mode right now, and I just met someone like this, you know what I mean? It stopped me from going to the grocery store sometimes because I was scared I was gonna either run into somebody I knew that I didn't want to talk to, or that I was gonna run into one of you guys when I look like shit, and it's like my brain would like overthink everything. And so I was very isolated a lot last year, spending a lot of time alone and not really wanting to do much of anything and just anxious about leaving and going anywhere. I just started realizing that it was going to like a really bad place. Like it was getting to a place where it's like, am I ever gonna leave my house? Am I ever gonna do anything? Am I ever going to stop being terrified of literally everything? Am I gonna ever stop being worried about what other people think about me? Am I ever gonna stop judging myself so hard because I'm thinking everyone else is judging me? This year has become the year of like not giving a fuck. Like I just posted a video on my main channel the other day, like without eyelashes on, and I just told myself I'm not gonna care anymore. Like I'm not gonna care if I look like a fucking potato. Like who cares? Like I love potatoes, and a lot of other people love potatoes too, so who cares? I just have really been working on my confidence is what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of all over the place. But I've been working on my confidence, and I started going to the gym, and it's been not very long that I've been doing it, but I already feel so much better. And I told myself I wasn't going to talk about it. I wasn't going to talk about how I'm trying to work on my fitness and become stronger so that I can take care of myself and so that I can be healthy and live longer. I didn't want to talk about any of those things on my channel or publicly, like at all, until I knew I didn't give up on it. It's been something that has been really helping me a lot. It's been helping me so much. This is like the first time that like I'm so focused on not just getting like healthier physically, but healthier mentally. Like I'm never gonna be perfect. I'm never gonna have like a perfect brain that is never full of anxiety, and I'm going to be anxious about things. That's just how I am. I'm a very anxious person. I have a lot of fears, so I'm probably going to struggle with that for the rest of my life. However, I can do everything I can to make it easier, to make it better, instead of just sitting and stewing in it, because I'll tell you what, that did nothing for me. Like it literally did nothing for me. Like I was projecting my personal insecurities onto others, assuming other people were thinking the things that I was thinking and feeling about myself, and it's just not true. Like 9 times out of 10, the way you think about yourself, the way you're viewing yourself, no one else is thinking about you like that. Like no one else is looking at you and thinking all of those things that you hate about yourself. I just told myself that I'm gonna start speaking positively over myself. If there's something I can do to improve my life for the better, I'm gonna do it. Like there's certain things I can't change. Like I cannot change that I live in this house, and that, you know, there's a chance that, you know, when we sue that we won't win. You know, all of those things are possibilities. I can't change that. But what I can do is I can live my life healthier. I can have a better diet. I can get some exercise. And instead of just sitting and stewing in the negativity in my brain, I can try and pick myself out of it. I've spent too much of my 2019 having those depressed, I can't get out of bed days. And even though there are going to be days where it's that difficult, I've had more days this year that weren't like that. And I really think it's because I've made some very positive changes for myself that I feel like I needed to do for a very, very long time. And already my confidence is so much better, and it's just from rewiring the way that I think about myself and the way that I think about everything that I'm doing. But like, I feel like I am working on myself in a way I should have a long time ago, and that's why I'm talking about it, because you know, like I said, there's a lot of things that I can't control, but there are some things that I could have changed a long time ago that I'm changing now, and it's made me feel better overall. I also feel like learning a lot about the people in my life and those that I surround myself around and how it makes me feel being around them. And I think that it's been easier so far to feel a little bit more positive because it has been like over a month since I've had any flooding issues with my house. And I've noticed, because we moved in August of 2018, and I noticed that, you know, for a good month or so after my house floods, that Mark and I are very depressed, and we both struggle with the same things. We both struggle with just functioning, doing whatever it is that you do, like, has been difficult because our lives are just, they're very hard right now. But I noticed that it's very difficult the first month or so after it floods, but then when it's been a little bit longer than that, we start to get used to it not flooding and feeling comfortable. And sometimes you kind of forget that it happens, and you forget that it's gonna happen again. So maybe I've been in such a positive headspace because my environment hasn't been saturated, you know what I mean? Or maybe it's because we haven't had to deal with the rain in a while and everything's been kind of good there. Like, you know, I don't know if it's that or if it's really just that we've been doing positive things to make our lives better. But you know, I know that things are gonna be hard, especially this spring. Like, definitely some good vibes our way. I don't know, we're also trying to juggle just being adults, you know, like having to talk to lawyers and having to talk to the city about your yard and having to do all of that stuff. It's so fucking adult, and it sucks. It sucks so bad because your time is everyone else's time, and you have to do so much waiting, and everything costs so much money, and it's like, it is the worst. Nobody tells you how difficult it is to adult, and that adults aren't really adults. We're all just a bunch of children in our brains bumbling around in adult bodies trying to function like an adult. At least that's what I feel like. Like, I mean, maybe there's some adults out there that actually feel like they're their age, but like, I don't feel 29. I feel 15. I don't feel like I'm an adult in an adult body, like living an adult life. I feel like sometimes I need a parent. I need help. I need someone to help me in this situation other than Mark. You know, we both feel that way. We've sat there and we've talked about how we just feel like everything gets so hard that we just need someone's help. You know what I mean? And like, you just want to like literally like put your hands in the air and be like, help. We're doing the best that we can, and maybe we're not doing everything perfect, but we're trying. And holy fuck, my stomach just growled like a son of a bitch. I need to go eat some food, I'll tell you that much. But I wanted to like let you guys know that like my mental health it's been an upward trend. It's getting better. Everything is getting into more of a positive place, and I hope it will continue to go in a positive place and go upwards into a positive direction. And I know that I'm making the steps that I can to get there. And I can only imagine how I'm gonna bring 2021 in if I continue with this as the year goes on into next year. I've already learned so much in my 20s. I have no idea what my 30s has in store for me because I'm turning 30 on August 28th, and I'm not prepared for it, but I've heard a lot of people say that your 30s are your best years. And you know, it's really difficult too, because you know, I haven't talked about this a lot, but you know, Mark and I really wanted to, you know, start a family around when I'm 30, and in our house situation, we can't. You know, I really, really wanted to get a big dog. I can't get a big dog. I can't bring a new animal into this situation. And those are things that are just really, really hard, but I just have to keep reminding myself that for whatever reason, these are the cards that we were dealt. The decisions that we made led us to this destination, but this is temporary. It is not forever, and we are doing everything that we can. That's all that we can do. And You know, I'm not meant to be a mom this year, I guess. Maybe in a couple years I'll be a mom. I'm excited for it. I know I've had a lot of people ask me if I want kids, and we want kids. We want to make sure that, like, not only are we financially stable enough for a child, but that we're not gonna bring them into a shitty fucking house that like has black mold and water damage and like floods when it rains, you know what I mean? I feel bad our cats are even here, and I still think that the conditions of this home killed our other 2 cats. I think it made them sicker. I don't think their immune systems were good enough to handle the air in here. That's just what I think. I'll obviously never know that for sure, but life has hit us hard since we got here. A lot of deaths, a lot of destruction, a lot of things breaking and going wrong. But I think that with all of that being said, that our mental health is as good as it can be in the situation that we're in, and hopefully it's going to be an upward trend, and hopefully things will just continue to get better. That's all you can do, is believe that. And I just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know how I'm doing. Let you know I'm doing pretty good. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting better, and I'm going in a positive direction. I made some really positive life changes. I have healthily, in a healthy, positive way, lost 8 pounds. I'm super excited about that. I know people get upset when you talk about weight and stuff on the internet sometimes, but guys, like, I am so proud of my health right now, and that I'm moving in a healthy direction, and it's something that I do want to talk about because it's healthy. It's not like I'm over here promoting an eating disorder. I am promoting healthy changes in my life, and I lost 8 pounds healthily, and I'm so happy about that. Super excited about it. It's something I would love to shout out to the world because it's something that makes me really, really excited. And I'm getting stronger. Like, I can grab heavy things and not shake. Like the other day, I carried bubbly and 2 heavy ass bags of groceries from Walmart into the car, and Mark was like, do you want me to help you? And I'm like, no, I don't want you to help me because I can carry these myself right now. I can actually physically carry these things and my arms don't hurt. So no, I want to do it myself. I want to carry these bags out. You guys don't know how something as simple as that has made me so happy. So I don't know. I feel like I've been rambling a very, very long time, and I feel like I could keep going. I feel like there's so many other things that I want to say, but I guess we'll save that for a different chat. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Today, I guess, leave whatever emoji down below is your favorite. Which one's your favorite? Because I feel weird kind of being like, leave emojis for just a chat video. I don't really know what emojis we could leave for a chat, but leave whatever emoji is your favorite, or whatever one is your most used. Just leave some down there, because when you guys leave emojis, you know that lets me know that you watched my video all the way through, and it'll especially mean a lot to me in this video because I literally just talked about my life and myself, and I feel like maybe this is boring, but some of you guys like it, and that's pretty cool. And give this video a like, a big thumbs up, because it helps my channel do so much better when you guys do that. It gets my videos out there, it helps my channel grow, and it's literally on your guys' shoulders to help me grow. I know that's a lot of pressure, but it's the truth. The interaction is what gets me there. Sharing my content, it's what helps me get there. It's what helps us grow. So if you guys would like to do that, that would be great. That's gonna be it, and I will see you guys in my next video.